Well, hello and welcome back to the kitchen. A while back I made a step-by-step video on how to make good basic soap using organic oils, and there will be a link for that at the end of this one. Now these soap bars, they've dried about 30 days and they're ready for labels. I've started putting labels on a bunch of soap here, and I thought I'd show you the labeling technique that I use. It's a label that goes around all four sides of the soap but leaves the ends exposed. The front face has got the name of the soap and the flavor and the weight. Then one of the sides has got the ingredients. The back side talks a little bit about the nonprofit that I make the soap for. And then the final side has just got a quote, and since it's a faith-based nonprofit, it's got a quote appropriate for that. Well, they first start out with me designing them on the computer and producing a file for an 8x10 card like this. I send out to a printer and they send these back to me, and then I have to cut them up. Now let me show you how I do that. I'll just take one of these cards here. Just using a simple paper cutter, I've got a little trick. I put in these pieces of tape every 2.5 inches, which is the same as the width of each of these labels, which means I can just slide this in quickly, then take the card, slide it over until it butts up against the edge of the tape, slice, and then very quickly butt to the next one, move it over, butt to the next one, and that gives me evenly sized labels all ready to go. So I can do quite a few quite quickly. Okay, and so once I get a stack of them like this, then I get to do the fun part, which is using my nice little invention. Let me show you. It's really a pretty simple device. Let me show you first how it works, and then I'll explain it a little bit more. I take a label, I put it in upside down, bring the handle down, and then I crease over one edge, crease over the other edge, and I end up with a label that's got the creases just right to fit around a bar of soap. And then where this tab comes over here, just put a little bit of glue in here. And I'll show you that in just a second. So again, it's just a label creaser, and it lets me put the label on a bar of soap a lot easier with kind of crisp edges. Okay, let me try one more time. Take the label, put it in upside down. I've even got a reminder to myself. I say tight to this end right over here. Put it in, bring down the handle. That creases two edges down below. Then I have to take my fingers and crease this edge, and then I crease that edge. And the reason it works just right for a size of a bar of soap is the handle is the width of the bar of soap, and the thickness of this pressure handle is the same as the thickness of a bar of soap. So this wood piece is just pretending like it's a bar of soap. Very easy. This is the length plus a tiny bit of a label. So if I put the label in here, you can see that there's a little bit left at this edge, and it's just a little bit wider than the label. But then when I bring that down, it crimps it up. Simple, simple. Okay, let me show you how this works. Grab a bar of soap, and I'll grab one of the labels that I just creased. I take the bar of soap, I stick it in, bring the flap that has nothing written on it, that's my glue surface. Just put a little run of glue from a glue stick, wrap that over, press it, pull it nice and tight, and seal that. And now that's done. And of course, you can get pretty fast when you do hundreds of bars of soap. That's all there is to it. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. It's just one way of labeling soap, I know that. For every soap maker out there, you're going to find a different way of putting labels on. If you've appreciated what you've seen, please hit that subscribe button so that you get the next thing down the road. And you'll also see links for the other soap making videos on how to line your molds, on how to make that loaf cutter and the bar slicer, and of course the one on the soap making step-by-step process. Until next time, thanks so much.